Wake up, everybody. It's Monday morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the live stream on Higher Standard. Higher Standard 710 YouTube and Twitch. Higher Standard on Kick. My name is Nick420CA. We're going to get high, get faded with you, get this day started right. We're the highest live streaming channel on earth, so make sure you hit that like, subscribe, notification button. That way you guys don't miss out on one of these streams. We do it every day, and I hope to see you on here every day. Just think of me as the stony Mr. Rogers. I'm happy to see you. I should start off my sesh every day by changing my shirt. Put on a little blazer. All right, guys, everybody's here. Let's get it going, guys. We're gonna have a good sesh here, kicking the day off right, wake and bake style. We got our T Schmitty out here, looking dirty. We'll be changing that out. Eric says he's out of dabs. Oh man, bud, I got so many goodies, buddy. If you were only out here, I'd hook you up. Out here at Stizzy, we got these blasted shatters. These are $9 a gram out the door. We got 2 biscotti gelatos and 2 white Durbans. So we got a couple pairs if you're into poker. Then we also got these other blasted. These are like the butters, batters, whatever you want to consider it. These are pink pineapple, birthday cakes. We got lime sickle. And then the one I am smoking on right now is the frosted cakes. All right, we'll do, Dank. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a good day. Get this day started right, guys. Get high, get faded, get hydrated. All right, everybody. Hope everybody gets high and hydrated, has a good time. I'm ready to. Let's kick it off right. So, yeah, we got this. It is called Frosted Cakes. I just sent it out to you for you, Dank. Now, I don't know how much I have in here, to be honest with you. That's what I hate about these damn black jars. You can't even really see, but it actually looks way better than that when you fucking get a dab. All right, not too bad. All right, guys. Later, Ball George, on Blunts. Turn on your vaporizers. Pour your shots. Get your dabs ready. Let's do this. Yeah, we're going to have a good sesh end of October. Dank's got some rigs coming in, guys. So he got us some rigs. He's going to be giving away for the event. I'll get some nails for the rigs, too. We're going to be doing the Dab Tea Dye Gauntlet, and we're going to be doing some other events like Best Joint, Biggest Bong Rip. For Noah, he wants to do like a hot pepper contest and a sour contest. So those are the other things we'll be possibly doing, guys. So. How you doing, Brody? For Noah. All right, guys. Load your bolts, Roy, don't trouble. Turn on your vaporizer. OD, Dank, Eric, Mark. How's everybody doing, guys? Braden. Load your bolts, Roy, don't trouble. Turn on your vaporizers. Pour your beers, pour your shots. Get your dabs ready. Whatever you want to do. Dab time. Good morning. Hope everybody's having a good morning. It's almost 6:30 a.m. out here on the West Coast, the best coast. Again, everybody's coming out here. I'm out here by Newport Beach, California, so that's where everybody's headed. We're going to definitely have to hit the beach, either Newport Beach or Huntington Beach is right by me also. We'll have some good times, get some good grub on. Where everybody's going to be checking out Southern California. We'll probably hit some weed shops one day. I'm going to have the guys over. We'll have a cookout over at my house at the pool. And then we're going to have the Airbnb. At the Airbnb, we're going to do some of the events and shit. So that is the plan. Yeah, Mark, do it. All right, guys. I got a couple rigs to clean. I'm actually behind my rig, so I got a couple rigs to clean after this. So that's what I'll be doing today. And I think I got one load of laundry. Load your bowls, roll your bunch, turn on your vaporizers, pour your pour shots, get your dabs ready, whatever you want to do, guys. We're dabbing the frosted cakes. This is from Blasted. And again, they had it there. I just never ever tried this. So this is the first time I'm trying it. It isn't new by any means, but you guys know me and my shatters. Try to get this to line up just right. There we go. The frosted cakes. Every time I think frosted cakes, I always think that meme with the girl in her butt that looks like they put icing on it and sprinkles, and then you see the dude over there with icing on his face and sprinkles. All right, load your bowl, short joints, real blunts, turn on your vaporizers, pour your beers, pour shots, get your dabs ready. Cheers. Oh, that was too big of a dab already, I can tell. Push the sun through and don't let the moon intrude. Upraise it like nude, no words here. What is here? Is the door closed or is it a placebo? Is it Hell yeah. Back from the shop. My shop ain't even open. Special shout out to Justin. The stream's looking great. Chat's looking great. All right. All right. Whew. Highest and the livest, damn right, WW. Nobody does it like me. You watch all these other guys, they all pussies. They don't cough hardly. If they do cough, they always mute it, which is fine, I guess. I don't mind the muting, but most people don't always get it. You definitely dab it hard enough. That's what we're going to see when we come to this sesh. I know Veggie will. I don't watch everybody dab. I can always tell when people dab. Some people dab, and then they come over. My dabs are 2 or 3 times the size of what they normally dab, so we will see. Big Papa Puff. Big Papa Puff. Big Papa Puff in the house. Hey, hey, you're welcome. Do you like Happy Dads? I don't mind Happy Dads. I usually get the cherry. Fruit punch ain't bad. I know when Steve would do it, the Milk Boys promoted it. I was trying to help him. I was buying them anytime I seen. I promoted them. Milk Boys and Steve would do it. Was blowing up back in when I was blowing up about 12 years ago or so, 10, 12 years ago, and I actually would be in contact with them back then before they were really big, and because like they did crazy stunts, especially Steve with the drinking, and me and Steve was eventually going to do something. Then he really started blowing up, and at a point you don't really respond anymore. And again, this was back in the day, YouTube. You were able to private message other YouTubers, and so that's how you were able to get in contact. And it was so much easier to do collabs back in the day because of that reason. But then eventually they took that away, and if people blow up, sometimes it's hard to see all your messages and this, that, and the other. But I always will support them because they kind of grew up in our same era, and I really do kind of respect them in a way because they didn't really change a whole lot, which is something I really do respect. All right, load your balls, roll your joints, roll blunts, roll your vapor, roll your joints, roll your blunts, turn on your vaporizers, pour your beers, pour your shots, get your dabs ready, get those nails hot, whatever you want to do, guys. It is dab time. Good morning. It is Monday morning. If you guys aren't up and ready, and I don't know what you're going to do, man. The early bird gets the worm, guys. You got to get up. You got to get it going quick because there's going to be another guy out there like me who's going to be running in there like fucking 100 miles an hour that's going to do it way before you. This is how I always start my days. But man, at the end of the day, I'm out. I am like a fucking battery. I am full until I'm not. And then at the end of the day, I'm empty. At 9:30 last night, we were watching Terrifier. We put that shit on at like 8:30. And I think at 9:30, every time I closed my eyes, I fell asleep. And I'm getting old like that. But I just run 100%. And then I'm just dead. And so yesterday, I didn't even get to finish Terrifier. We were watching Terrifier 3, which I was enjoying quite a bit. But man, we were about an hour in. It's like a 2-hour movie. And I literally just kept, every time I closed my eyes, it was like there was a fucking weight on them. Man, I wish I could hear I used to be able to hear my EQ. What up, Mark?
What's up, man?
Chilling?
Yeah, I think you're starting to get things packed up already.
Hell yeah. You're coming Friday, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I still want to figure out which Hyatt it is because we got. Is it the Hyatt Regency or the Hyatt?
Hyatt Regency.
Good. That's the one.
Jamboree.
That's the one. That's perfect. That's the one I wanted you to be in. Yep. All right. Cool. Perfect.
I looked at the map. I looked at the map and I saw the wildlife preserve right next to it. I'm like, yeah, that's it.
Yep. That's right beside my apartment. So yeah, no, that's perfect because there's the other Hyatt over by the airport, and it's honestly, one is 0.8 miles and the other is 0.7 miles, so it isn't like a huge difference either way. But I wanted you to be out there on Jamboree because that you and me are right in between the restaurants too. All the restaurants are right in between us. Well, yeah, I'm down to try the one over by the Hyatt, dude. I honestly never tried any of those restaurants. I go by it all the time because there's a shortcut. If you live in this area, you can take a shortcut back there behind the Hyatt and shit to get to the Ralph's because you're right by the Ralph's too, which is nice. And they have a liquor store in there, Mark. And that Ralph's is only like maybe fucking right around the corner from you at that Hyatt. So if you want to walk over there and grab some beer, liquor, whatever, any snacks, it's right there. Right. There's also a CVS right there, which is even better. So if you want a CVS for anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a great location. You got a Shell gas station right there. You got the CVS, you got the Ralph's, and there's a liquor store literally like not even farther from that. So you got everything. But I mean, the Ralph's has everything. Ralph's is a liquor store. It has all the shit for cheaper.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you ever go to Ralph's for liquor then?
What do you
say? Or for beer?
Who, me?
Why don't you ever go to Ralph's? Yeah, for beer. Like whenever the liquor store is not open yet.
Good question. Well, let's just say the liquor store is like 0.3 miles closer.
but they're closed.
Well,
so instead of just waiting at the liquor store, you can just drive a couple 0.1 miles.
Well, anytime I go to the Ralph's, I have to go to the every lane's closed at 5, 6 in the morning, right? And so you have to go to the self-checkout. And now in the self-checkout, you're not allowed to get liquor. But but since everything's closed, you still have to go there, and then I have to walk up to the lady and tell the lady, and then the lady has to scan me out at her register, and every single time she rolls her eyes at me, and so I get tired of the rolling of the eyes, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man, you should say something. I would say something. Look here, look here, lady. You don't know my fucking life. I could work nights. I could be off work and coming to get a beer. Like, you're judging me fucking coming in here at 6 in the morning to buy beer, but you're up here working at 6 in the morning at a fucking self-checkout by yourself. Like,
yeah, well, I don't even know if she rolls her eyes at the beer. She rolls her eyes because she's over there fucking doing paperwork in the morning. And I have to call her over to fucking stop doing the paperwork. God
forbid she has to deal with a customer.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, no. Fucking reason why she has that job. Oh, no. I just got to tear her away from her work to make her work.
I could literally show you her. So she's over here doing paperwork, ignoring me. And then I'll have to eventually, like after 5 minutes, say, hey, excuse me, I have some beer. Can you check me out? And then she goes... 1 second. And then she sits there for another 2 minutes and then comes over and just, you just tell she's just pissed to do it. And it's just like...
You should start like getting the shakes, like acting like you have the shakes while she's waiting.
Can you hurry up?
Can you hurry up, lady? This really hurts.
Start scratching.
My medicine. I'm feeling sick.
I remember drilling night. Well, see, the bad thing is our Ralph's opens at 5 a.m. You're not allowed to get liquor in California until 6 or beer. So from 5 to 6, she has a whole fucking hour to finish that fucking paperwork, okay? Before she has to ring anybody out. You know what I mean?
Actually, she's probably there before the store opened.
Well, I'd hope so. I always when I work that shit, they get there 30 minutes or an hour before they're open.
When I worked at Sprouts Deli, I was up there at 4 a.m.
Yeah. So why at 6 o'clock she's still doing paperwork and rolling her eyes that she has to check somebody out blows my fucking mind. And by checking me out, mind you, it's one item.
Yeah, probably like a 6-pack of beer.
A 6, 12, or it's a 3. Usually I get the 3 cans, the 3 24-ounce cans. And it's on a can. But anyway, it's still one item. It doesn't matter. It's so stupid.
Yeah, she needs to fucking get over herself.
You know what I do sometimes to piss her off? Because sometimes I'm there and it's right before my cruise and she's all pissed off and I go, how you doing? You having a good day? And she always has the same word. No, I'm not having a good day. I'm here. I'm working. She's one of those people. She's like 50, 60 years old and she's just pissed to be there. And she's like, yeah, I'm here. I'm working. And I was like, oh, okay. And I'll be like, well, I'm off on a cruise. I'm heading to Cabo for a week. So I hope you have a better day. And I was like fucking with her like that. Sorry you're here. Hope you enjoy it. Well, you're here for the next week. I'll be in Cabo, FYI. You won't see me.
Actually, I went to Scouts. We went to Costco yesterday. They didn't have the fucking dragon whiskey. They didn't have the dragon whiskey, so I didn't get any dragon whiskey.
Oh, but, yeah, I meant to, I forgot. You came back, and I remember after the whole stream, I was like, I meant to ask Mark about that.
But yeah, they didn't fucking have it. I went to Sprouts, though, afterwards and started stunting on them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you ever go back to your old job? Like, my wife, Jessie, she likes the buffalo wraps that they have there. They're like $5.
Yeah.
On a good day, you can get them for like,
well, you want to hear?
They're like, it's the last day before, so you get them on clearance.
One of my favorite things is what happened to me was I was working at 7-Up as a sales rep, right? And I used to always park in the back of the grocery stores, and I'd come in through the back. And so I'd park my 7-Up truck back there, and I go, it says it's quicker, closer. I needed to be in the back anyway, because that's where all my extra product was. And I literally, after I quit 7-Up, I literally walked in the back of 7-Up like 2 or 3 times out of subconscious. I'd park my car in the back and walk through the back door, and everybody thought I still worked for 7-Up because they knew me. And they'd be like, hey, Nick, how you doing? I'd be like, oh, fuck. I'd be like, I parked in the... And then I'd have to go through the checkout and then walk all the way around the entire apartment store grocery thing to get to my car. Just a second.
But it's still good. Like, I fucking hated Sprouts, right? Looks like you got a bot. But yeah, I fucking
Oh,
hated Sprouts.
me and Justin, we're gonna work on certain keywords. So if they say that, they're not gonna get posted. So, like, they ain't gonna be able to
So
say
yeah,
like, join my Discord or request.
I was working at Sprouts. The work at Sprouts gave me carpal tunnel, right?
Damn.
They would not give me any accommodations.
That's what my wife's dealing with right now with her hospital. She's been on like
They
leave
would
for a
not give
while.
me any kind of accommodations. They wouldn't put me anywhere else in the store. They're like, well, like, no, you have to go on what's it called? R word. You know what I mean?
My wife's on modified duty, and they're on like she's got workers comp and shit.
Yeah, they never gave me modified duty. They tried to just say, no, I don't remember the word. It's too early. But yeah, they're like, that's like when you take time off work to heat, but you get like half pay,
Right.
if that. Well, yeah, they wouldn't give me any accommodations, so I ended up quitting because like it's one of it's those jobs that they really like an employee turnaround. They would love employee turnaround. That means an employee quit before they have to give them a raise. So they just hire a new employee and pay them, intro.
Oh yeah. When I was
So
at,
I quit that job. I told them to fuck off, so I went back yesterday and started on them. Got to tell them how much better my life is now that I'm away from that. I did yesterday.
Want to hear something funny I did? So I was a 7-Up for 3 years. I started as a stock boy. I worked my way all the way up to being a sales rep. And not only was I a sales rep, I was one of the top sales reps in the company. And our company, we had a vice president in our area. And so it went vice president. We had 4 district managers, and then I think we had 12 sales reps. And I was ranked 7th in the company. So if everybody died, if the vice president, the 4 district managers, and the other sales rep died, I would have become the vice president. That was the ranking order. That was the pecking order of the company. So I was ranked about 7th, right? And I ended up going on vacation. And when I went on vacation, my district manager was supposed to take over my route. My route had 119 stores, okay? And, I had anything from, I had Myers, I had Super Walmarts, I had not a Costco. What's a Costco? Myers is like Costco. Super Walmarts, Kroger's, all the grocery stores. Then I had a whole bunch of drive-thrus, and I had all the gas stations. And so I had about
Winco?
Well, no Winco. We had the gas, like I said, the grocery stores was like Kroger's, Myers, and then we had like this gas stations was Speedway and Shell and all the typical ones, Sunoco. Yeah. Anyway, we also had drive-thrus. Anyway, long story short, 119 stores. So I go away, but the thing is my area in this company, we were the Dayton region. So we had anything from Dayton to Cincinnati and Dayton all the way up to like Troy, Ohio, right? And then all the way west to Union City, which is right on the Indiana border, and then east towards Columbus. So we had a big area, but mine was all the way north. And it was one of the farthest areas. Well, the entire week, my manager refused to run my account. And because it was my district manager didn't want to run my account because it was too fucking far away. And now hear me out. I had this one store, it was called Kmart, and they were still open back then. And I had one of the last Kmarts, and the manager who was at the Kmart loved me, and I used to always put my displays up. And then this manager from the Springfield, Ohio Kmart came over, and he hated the sales rep in Springfield, Ohio, which I won't mention his name, but he hated him so much he never ever let 7-Up put a sales up. And so he comes and takes my damn Kmart over. And when he came there, he goes, "Look, Nick, I hate 7-Up. I don't know you, but I'm never doing a display for you." And we had to force displays every now and then where we had to put a display up because we paid Kmart X amount of money for an end cap or 4x4 or whatever the fuck it is. And
if they didn't let you,
right. So I came in there and I told the dude, and he goes, and I said, dude, please, we have to have this up. We have to have this up. And he goes, well, the last sales rep never, ever came in, never restocked it. He ignored me, so fuck him. And I said, dude, I am here every day. You're right by all my other stores. I always come in here. You're right. You don't sell a lot, but I come in here and I'll restack you 1 or 2 packs, whatever it takes to make it look perfect. He goes, okay. So we were all going good. Everything was rocking and rolling. And everything's going good. And then I go on the vacation. Guess who doesn't do my Kmart? My district manager skipped that Kmart. He didn't restock it. It was only 2 12-packs. That's all he had to do is walk in there, show face, put 2 12-packs up. The guy yanked my fucking display down because nobody refilled those 2 12-packs, right? Then he called 7-Up and said the sales rep didn't come in, and he's taking it down, right? Then when I came in off vacation, I go, where's my display? He goes, yeah, nobody came in. I yanked it down. Fuck you. You're never getting a display again. He called my corporate office, okay? My corporate office then called us. My district manager blamed it on me, saying I didn't ever put the damn fucking display up, and shit went downhill, and he fired me over that after my vacation. God. And so, you know what I did? I went and I got unemployment for 6 months, and I didn't even attempt to get a job, and I just sat on it. Fuck them. I just was like, I literally would come in there and say, sorry, dude, I'm just sitting on unemployment. Thank you for that, you fucker. Meanwhile, I was selling weed and making extra on the side too. Idiot. Yeah. I was so pissed. I mean, like, it was literally all his fault. All he had to do, out of all my fucking accounts that he skipped, out of all the accounts he skipped, if he would have just hit the fucking Kmart, he could have literally skipped none of my other accounts would have gave a flying fuck if I skipped it that week. They would have been pissed, but they wouldn't have gave a fuck. Anyway.
Hey, and are there any like cool malls or anything around there?
Oh, cool malls. Not only do we have cool malls, we have the best mall. It's called the Fashion Center of Newport Beach. It's literally like, yeah, it's the best mall. It's not a cheap mall, but it's probably nowadays with very few malls open and very few malls being full. This is like, if you walk in this mall, it's a full mall.
Like, we went to the mall, like, to the one in town in Sacramento. It's like the Arden Fair Mall, right? We went in there. We got, like, a couple things from Lush. We got, like, a chair massage. Because, like, we go to the place there. It's good. They have, like, a preferred customer thing. So we go there. We get, like, a massage. And then that's it. Like, we got a couple things from Lush, you know, some bath stuff. But that's it. We walked around the whole mall, went into stores, like, couldn't find anything we wanted. Now we go to the Galleria in Roseville, and we're coming out, you know, arms full of bags, you know.
No, I love this mall. When Seb was a little bit younger, we took him for Santa. We took him to this mall, and you could tell the Santa at this mall was like paid like a lot of money.
Yeah, like, pulling out all the stuff.
He could have been in a movie. You know what I mean? Like, his outfit was distressed and everything. Like, his Santa outfit probably cost $10,000. You know, I mean, it was not a cheap outfit. You know what I mean?
I know Jesse's probably going to do some shopping.
Oh, that's the mall to do it in. It has an Apple store too, and it's, you know, it's a big Apple store where you have to line up and shit. It's crazy.
We went to this Apple store in Tennessee, right? She goes in there, like, gives her like employee code, and then like, oh, like, when do you work at? She's like, oh, I work for like the Apple corporate, and they started treating her like she was a fucking celebrity.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, you're like, oh, like, you're like one of the Apple people. Okay, like, they started giving her like preferred treatment and shit.
I'm the one you call when you need help. You know, when you pick up the phone and call somebody, that's me. All right, load your balls.
Things that she can do is like also setting up appointments and stuff at other Apple stores.
Oh, that's
for
fun.
People to get because they need to get like anything fixed.
Dude, I would have died for that a while ago. I forget what I needed to go to an Apple store for it. I was so pissed because this Apple store is the closest one to me, and it's a very popular Apple store. So they're like, you got to get there about an hour before the mall opens and line up. And I'm like, oh my God.
Jesse's more than willing to help you out if you have any Apple issues.
Hell yeah. I think it was for Christmas. I was trying to buy Jen an Apple Watch, and it was a bitch.
And shit. Hopefully she'll be able to get Justin a job.
Oh yeah, Justin would love it. That would be his perfect field. He's very good at it. He's very patient too. I think that's something that's like, so key.
He's like, I'll even buy an Apple computer. Like,
yeah. Well, try
the job. They'll hook you up with one. They'll ship you one.
Well, he took over my computer, so he's getting his Apple skills dialed in. He's already took my computer over a few times.
As smart as he is, I think he'll do very well.
Yeah.
I think he'd do very well.
Well, he loves to learn. You know, he's got that young mentality. I was there once. When you're young, you're eager to learn, you know, and I did that with weed. I fucking just threw my head into weed. And as I got older, I just kind of, I get burned out. But, you know, he's at that point. Like, he's looking up everything. He looks up all my Ecamm stuff. He's been looking up all my MacBook stuff. And he's very meticulous. Like, every stream, he'll go in, zoom in, double check everything, tweak everything. So he'd be great for it, for sure.
If he lives in or near Austin, like, there's an Apple corporate in Austin as well.
Yeah, I think I think he is somewhere around there.
Yeah, so he can actually, you know, be on site if he wants to.
Oh yeah, he'd be great for them, dude.
He can start work from home, then they'll be like, hey, you know, you'll probably get paid more, and you know, he'll have more chance of advancement.
Oh yeah, 100%.
If he does.
Get in there, yeah. Well, that's how you're going to get into
that's
cybersecurity and shit like that.
That's why we moved out here.
Hell
so, yeah. You know, but it's not really working out like Jessie wanted, because like she doesn't have like a formal education in this shit, but she's like been programming since she was a teenager. You know.
I know. I hate when they force that. I hear a lot of companies are going less and less for that formal education now, which is awesome.
Yeah, and another thing is it's who you know. It's all about who you know out here in fucking California. You know that. You know that for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Acting goes the same thing.
It's like in the movie True Romance. It's like they don't know me, and most importantly, I don't know them, and most importantly, they don't know me. It's not about who you know. It's if they know about you.
Oh yeah.
You can ask your buddy all you want, but like really want to, you know, make it big, you got to be noticed by someone that.
Well, you know. I mean, I'm almost every single lab I worked in. It was because of they knew me. I didn't ask for the job. They asked for me. And it wasn't always because of YouTube. I actually worked with Extractor Depot, and I trained a lot of people. I built so many systems for these guys. I literally at Extractor Depot every day would build a system for somebody, and they'd be like, come work for me, because they knew I knew how to run the damn system. I'm the one who built it, designed it, and told them how to use it. And then they would be so confused. But it's like, I get that every day. It's like, obviously, you know, you want me to work for you because you don't know how to run the damn system. You know what I mean? But then I always explain to these people, I said, I would never work for somebody who, one, doesn't have a way to get the material in and then get the extract out. Like, I can do the middle part, but like getting good material in and then the extract, selling it. Like, I worked for so many companies where I didn't work for them, or I'd be at a lab helping them. And then it's like, we have all this amazing material, and I'd make them an extract, and they'd be like, all right, can you sell it? And it's like,
what?
Yeah, no, that happened this is welcome to the, you know, work, you know, when I did consulting in labs. Or I'd have the other problem where we'd make it, and then we'd have, the guy goes, I have a whole bunch of people that want it. Can you get me some amazing material? And so it's again.
It's like a restaurant asking the farmer to cook the food for them too.
Or the chef. No, it's like, I am the chef. And it's like, you want me to bring the food in, and you want me to sell the food.
It's like asking the chef to be the server.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, and that happened all the time. It was either they needed me to get good material or they needed me to sell the finished product. And I was just like, guys, no. I go, if I do
Right.
that, I would have my own company. That was the whole point. I did that before. I had my own lab. Okay, this is your lab. This is your problem.
All they want to do is, I don't know, man. It feels like they want you to do all the work while they sit back and rake in the rewards.
Right. And I said, no, that ain't how it works.
And
If I do all that, you get nothing. Like, because then it's my company at that point. I understand you think you own the site and you own the equipment. I could do that. I can buy an area and I can buy the equipment. Okay, that's the simple part. The hard part, getting fire material in and selling the final product at a high price to make a profit. Okay, these are the two problems. The middle part, I got it.
if you're making someone do 2/3 of the work, then they should get 2/3 of the profit.
Yeah. Because it was so many times, like sometimes I would have a company, like I said, where they just get shitty product. And then they'd be like, dude, if you want better outcome, I need better product. Well, can you get me better product? And I'm like, wait. And then, the other way, I worked at one lab where they had freezers full of fire material, fire, fresh frozen. And I would make amazing extracts and I would have just tons of it. And you'd be like, I can't sell it. Can you sell it? And again, it's just like, that was my life at a lab. And that's why I get sick of it. It was like, if I ever in my life go back to a lab, I probably would have to have the whole lab to myself. I'm going to just do it myself and fuck everybody else. You know what I mean? Because, it's back to just owning the lab. I would have to run the lab. I get it. But I ain't giving you shit if I have to do the front, the back, and the middle.
What's up, Big Perm?
Hey, Big
Shut
Perm.
up, Big Perm.
How you doing, buddy? About 8 o'clock, we'll be getting some games on. We're just chilling here for a little bit. I got some stuff to do here in a little bit.
Oh my God! I told Jesse we go to the mall again today.
Oh boy.
Well, she needs to get some conditioner, and she likes a specific kind from Lush. And like, she didn't pick it up the other day.
The one good thing of us missing Noah's funeral is I don't have to dress up in a suit. So I'm gonna go with a tie-dye, like Noah would like, and we're gonna do it right.
Well, guess what, Nick? I already bought a suit, motherfucker.
Well, no, I honestly am still getting a suit. Don't get me wrong. It's funny you said that. I told my wife, I said I'm gonna get a blazer and some dress pants because I want it for the cruise anyway. So I'm getting it anyway. So.
Well, yeah, I did. So I'm gonna bring it to you. Like, if we go somewhere nice to eat,
Yeah, good point.
for dinner.
You're gonna dress it up?
Yeah.
Nice. I got some other stuff. I got dress up suits.
But if we're gonna be visiting Noah, I don't want to be so formal.
Thanks.
No, like,
Thanks, WW. WW says he loves the chill morning stream featuring the banana hammock mark.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, no, that's fine. Definitely bring it. We can rock it out at any of the places. In California, you can walk in a tie-dye at a fancy restaurant, or you can walk in a full suit, and they won't look at you either way.
We were gonna eat at the Firehouse restaurant in Old Town Sac the other day, and they have a dress code.
No shit. Well, welcome. You got to come to Southern California. It ain't that way down here. I can go to Water Grill. I'll go to Water Grill. They'll have Ferrari valet parking. And I remember I used to walk in out of the lab and I'd be dirty, smelling like weed all over. And they'd be like, how you doing, sir? And you know why? Because all of us had so much money. We'd be dropping thousands of dollars there. So fuck you. Who gives a shit what we look like?
Exactly. Yeah. Like, there was one restaurant. I don't know. I think we told you about it. Me and Jesse told you about it, where we were going to a show, a rock show, right? And we're smoking weed on the way. We're smoking the joints on the way, right? And like, all right, well, we got to get some food first before we go to the show. So I see this restaurant called Bugatti's or something. It's an Italian restaurant, I guess, really fucking fancy. And we're going in there reeking of weed. And the guys are like, oh, it's all right. Well, We'll have a table for you in 5 minutes, but if it's all right, you can wait in the bar. Would you like some water? We know you're thirsty.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. But like, see, that's the thing though. Like, if you're there to spend money, they don't give a fuck. Like, if they know you have money, and I had, a gold ring on, I had it's like a chain on. I was going to a music show, a music event, and I'm a music promoter. I was a music promoter, so I had to look like I can make money. If I can make money, then I can make money.
Oh yeah.
So I looked.
Well, yeah, out in SoCal, if you reek of weed and you're coming into a very expensive restaurant, they kind of all know you'll probably have some money. Because, like I said, we've been in Maestro's, Water Grill, and it's like every time I come in there, I'm coming in there with like big growers that have too much money, because and everybody on here doesn't understand what too much money is. It's like out of the blue, you get like $500,000. Like, I'm talking crazy money. Like these guys, when they sell some of these lots, like I remember even at Extractor Depot, guys coming in with backpacks. That's why I always laugh when they open up a suitcase and it says it's $1 million in those teeny thin things. Bullshit. I have guys coming in with backpacks and they're all $100 bills. Tightly wrapped, and it's only like $250,000. Like, it's not as much. A whole backpack. A whole backpack.
Hundreds. It'll take a couple duffel bags.
Yeah, it's way bigger than you think. Anyway, I don't want to get into that, but I've seen so much money at this point. I remember guys at Extractor Depot dropping off of backpacks, and I'd have to fucking pull out the money machine. And then it got to a point, Andrew, the owner, because I always sold the biggest machines. He would be like, Nick, can you do this in the back room? Because I'd be there literally right in the front. Like, right as you walk in the door, you just see me with just stacks of cash being like.
That's the thing that I don't understand. That's where it gets stupid. That you get so used to it that counting out a fucking fat stack of hundreds is like nothing to you. But then you're like looking around and there's people staring at you like,
oh well, we could have easily got robbed. I mean, I didn't even think about like that. Anybody would pull a gun out for $250,000.
You get that money and then something clicks in your head. It's like, you know what? Why don't I buy that $100 glass of scotch that's listed right here? That
Oh, like, exactly. Yeah.
Why don't I get that? This suit, this
Trust me, guys. Yeah, when you have a big like some of these guys will literally have like $500,000 just because they sold something, they got a big stack of cash, and then it's like, yeah, $500, yeah, ching, it's nothing, $1,000, bing, and I remember, like I said, my boy took us to Maestro's. Our bill was high, it wasn't crazy. I was like $1,300, but then he was like wanting to do a shot of that King Louis the VIII. It was, I don't know what it was. It was like a $1,200 shot, and he said it to her, and he was really joking, to be honest with you. But we were spending so much, she believed he was going to buy it, and she goes. And the waitress was like, I need to talk to my manager. And he goes, chill. I was just joking. But like we were spending so much at that time. Like it would have, I mean, he could have easily bought that.
Yeah. Yeah. The Louis is like, that's like they keep that shit under lock and key. Even if it's like, there's like a quarter bottle, they'll keep that shit under key. Fucking
the one with the like little that glass circle kind of.
Yeah, I think like the whole like all of it was made during like when Napoleon was alive. I think that's the thing about it. Like,
that's crazy.
That's why it's so expensive. Like, I could be wrong. I'll probably need to do more research on this. But like I know there's a reason why it's expensive.
That's cool.
And it's just one of those things that like how could it taste? Like what's different about the flavor than anything else? Is it just more complex? Does it taste like, I'll be pissed off if I take a sip and it tastes like fucking bubble gum or something.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I guarantee it's going to taste like it's going to taste like a cognac or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna taste like. It's gonna taste like liquor.
Right.
It's gonna have that liquor taste with notes of whatever. But it's
I
only
don't
gonna
think
be
it's going
that
to be
liquor.
worth that. Okay, you know what I mean? Hey, Mark, I'm going to let you pick the
That's
next one. I'm almost done. Which one should I do?
it's morning. Do pancakes.
Pancake? Yeah, that does. All right, I'm going to have to save the other two. We're going to have to start sliding over to I'm going to open up one of these two. Should I try the biscotti one?
Yeah,
All right, so this.
it is morning. Oh, biscotti. I don't have biscotti with
I
my coffee.
haven't had a new blasted shatter in a minute. Is it going to be shatter? I highly doubt it.
Never know, man.
I love it when a
Yes.
company calls it one thing and it ain't.
Yeah. Well, shifting may occur while shipping.
Definitely not shatter.
Yeah, I could tell already. It got greasy, didn't it? Oh yeah.
I mean, it looks okay. I don't want to open it. I want to tip it. All right, let's try this pancake. We ain't gonna be able to see this either because it's gonna be in a black jar.
Yeah. Never use your teeth, guys. Never use your teeth.
Always use your teeth, guys.
Never use your teeth.
You see how
Jesus
good my
Christ.
teeth are? They're perfect.
Yeah, now.
All right, we're gonna try the pancakes. Let's see the smell. One smell.
Everybody knows the rules.
Just smells like cleaner.
That's not good.
Hold on.
Like lemon cleaner or
Yeah, I don't know if that's what pancakes smell. Why do I like? You know, I used to get so mad when I was at a lab and the guy would be like, "Let's call it this," and then the guy, I was like, "Do you smoke it or smell it?" And it's like, God, like these guys don't do it, and they just randomly name shit.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't smell.
You don't smell?
I don't know. We're gonna give it a shot. It smells maybe. Oh, I don't know. It's just got. I don't know how to explain the cleaner smell. It's very limey.
Huh.
I just missed 7:10. Load your bowls, roll your trench rub lunch, turn on your vaporizers, pour beers, pour shots, get your dabs ready, guys. Good morning. Happy Monday. 13 watching. Everybody's been enjoying the vids. I've been noticing. And we also got the vertical stream going, so make sure you're on the right one. We do got a horizontal and a vertical, but the horizontal's been getting some views, believe it or not. A lot of people, I guess, don't like moving their screen to one side or the other.
What's up, Toonskis?
The tunes.
It's hard to see. It's hard to see the chat.
We'll work on
small.
it. We'll dial in. Well, I mean, if you're on a computer, it's easier. It's definitely harder for a phone.
Yeah, like it was easier when I could see the YouTube comments.
Yeah.
On the chat, on the Ecamm chat.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Now we only see the. Yeah, the YouTube's now moved over to OBS, so you don't see it on the Ecamm anymore. I'll let you know if anything goes crazy. If it goes crazy. Mark, they say you're on fire.
What's up?
Yeah, Toonski. So when we did the Ecamm, if you're on Ecamm, we get a side chat. So anybody on Twitch, it automatically pops up now. But YouTube don't, but it used to. But he can,
I can read it if I don't.
He can
have the
read.
chat
He
on.
can read all the. He's reading all Big Perm shit real well.
Yeah, I guess I don't really need to if I can. Yeah, I can just read it from here. I don't need to have the chat on.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, I can read it now. What's up, guys?
That's true. All right, load your balls, Troy Blunt, turn on your vaporizers, pour your beers, pour your shots, get your dabs ready. We're going to try, what is it called? Blueberry pancakes?
Why are you asking me? You bought it.
It's BWE berry.
BWE? Wait, what?
Shut up. Hold on, let me do this dab. I'll explain. It's blueberry. BWE? That's how they're spelling it. BWE berry.
Let me see that. You're not reading, motherfucker.
Oh, you want to bet? I'm going to lose. Hold on.
Cool.
Shh. I'm going to lose this 10.
Toonski's won some rigs. Toonski's won rigs in a giveaway. That's cool.
Damn, I know he did. He showed it on the Discord if you go in the rigs. It's insane. Everybody click the link in the Discord. Congratulations, Toonskis. All right, let me show you. Can't read. All right, now tell me what this says. Ready? Now I'm going to say you can't read because you saw it.
Blueberry.
But man, you tell me that L to the U don't look like a W.
It does. It really does.
In fact, I would say it is a W.
I would say it isn't. What does WW think? You'll know.
You're telling me that L to the U don't look like a W?
It does, but why would it be?
Well, I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying. I mean, here's the problem, guys. Like, if you slide it like, it doesn't change it. Anyway.
If you do this, nothing happens.
So I could have just did this. Anyway, I saw it like this, and I was like, yep, it's a W.
You know what? Look it up.
No, you're right. It's a blueberry. I understand. It is a horrible font. Let's just explain that it's a horrible font. That could definitely be a W, and they should have spaced. I guarantee if my boy Justin was there, he would have been like, let's space that a little. Because that...
Yeah, Justin says it looks like so much, a W so much.
Yeah, Justin's like, you're damn right. I guarantee if Justin was there, he'd have been like, can we space that a little bit?
Right?
That is kind of ridiculous.
Because look at the R and the Y. R and the Y are connected too, right?
Yeah, I know. I was like, maybe it's an extract, BWE?
Yeah, it's just shit. They just did it terribly. Like, let's hope the wax is better than the graphic design department.
Justin, like, that's fact. I was like, after I looked at it, I did a quick glance. I don't know if you just do like a quick glance, you're like, bam. I was like, oh wait, that's BWE. I was like, maybe that's a company.
You know, the person who designed this is someone's girlfriend.
Too funny. Man, they literally. If you look at it, here's the funny thing. Now I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show what Justin's going to say. There's literally a shadow. Justin's been adding shadows to my shit, and between everything, there is not a shadow between the L and the W.
The L and the U?
Or yeah, the L and the U. Every other letter has a shadow between it.
It's so shitty. It's so shitty. They just did a bad job.
All right. They were lazy. Justin would have been on it. I guarantee Justin were like, nah, we need to fix that. Yeah, every other letter had a shadow between it, if you look at it, except for that one. That's the only one that doesn't have a shadow.
Hey, it's a vampire.
All right, load your bowls, Roy Jones Robles. Turn on your vaporizers, pour beers. We're taking Bluey Berry, BWE Berry.
What berry?
We're just sticking with BWE.
be funny if we look it up later and that's the actual strain name.
That would be hilarious if that is. If they were like, duh, it is WBE, BW. What is it?
You can't even say it right.
BWE, Barry. We're taking some BWE, Barry. Load your
What
balls.
is BW? That would make a bit more sense. Two skis, that would make a bit more sense, but it's BWE. That makes no goddamn sense. So, yeah, they just did a shitty job. All
right, guys. I'm going to get off here for a little bit. I'm going to be back on here about 8 o'clock. We're going to get some gaming going and shit and get high, get faded. So I will see you guys in about 30 minutes. All right, Mark?
All right, later.
Later, bud.
Later.
Peace.